We have some very unusual things happening here on Twin Eagle Ranch this morning. First of all, you'll notice it's unusual. The ground is white. We very seldom get snow down here. We just don't get snow that much down here to Eagle. And secondly, it's 10 o'clock in the morning and I've not seen one single deer all morning. Not seen one single deer since daylight. And I'm hoping that getting out here talking a little bit, they'll hear my voice and they'll come around. It's brutal. It's brutal. It's in the teens right now. The wind is blowing. And it's really cold. I mean, it's chill temperature. I don't know what the chill temperature is, but it's very cold. The chill temperature is very, very cold. And it's just one of those days. This is the second time this year we've had white on the ground. The second time we've had, but this is more unusual, this white here, because this is basically sleet. There is some light snow in here, but this is a sleet storm. And this is thunder sleet. Thunder sleet, that's right. I didn't even know it existed. I think I've heard of it before, but I'm not really sure. But it was thundering and lightning this morning and sleeting at the same time. Thundering and lightning, just like a thunderstorm. But there was no rain. I guess just it was so cold that it would turn into sleet before it hit the ground. The roads are very, very slick. Nobody out hardly. Just about everything's closed down. You know, when we have something happen in southern Oklahoma, really kind of all over Oklahoma, snow shuts things down. But when we have something like this in southern Oklahoma, it just really gets bad. You know, the wind's laid down some out here. Pull my top down a little bit. The wind's laid down. Yeah, that's not all that bad. It's not all that bad. It's only like 18 degrees. Not all that bad, but I'm going to go throw some feed and clang around a little bit. I thought if I started talking, the deer would start moving around a little bit, but so far I haven't seen anything at all. They're just hunkered down, I guess. It's highly unusual. Thunderstorms, thunder and lightning, snow in southern Oklahoma, and no deer. How weird can it get? And looky there, looky there. Looky there. You know, all I need to do is start talking and we get a girl come up and she's got covered in snow. She's been laying down, obviously, but she's heard me up here talking and she's pretty spooky. She's the only deer around. She come up just right after I started talking and she's got snow all over. I mean, snow all over, snow on her nose. There you go, baby. Yeah. This is pretty slick out here, so you know the deer are even going to slide around a little bit probably. She's got, you see what's happening there? That's frozen solid. It's not going down in the snow, it's frozen solid. You see it just bouncing around there? Well, they ought to be able to find it pretty easy, shouldn't they? They don't have any problem finding it. I'm going to stop right now since I've only got one deer out here. I'm going to feed them quite a bit today. As the day goes on, surely I'll have some more deer come around. But so far, that's it. One doe. She's a pretty doe. And she's appreciative, very appreciative that I put out a little feed. It's really hard for them to find something to eat. I would think with me talking out here, there just must not be anything around close. I would think with me talking out here that we would have some more deer come around, but it hasn't happened. It just simply has not happened. We have that one girl, and that's it. One girl, one big old doe. I don't see any of the babies around. I hope nothing strange happened last night that scattered the deer all over the ranch. You just never know in a storm like this. It's a pretty severe storm. It was actually clear most of the night. This stuff didn't get here till kind of early this morning. A little bit before daylight, not really a whole lot before daylight when all this started. And you can see it's not a lot. We probably have an inch of actual stuff on the ground. That's about all. Maybe a little bit more than that, but that's really about all. As you look around, you can see that the ground is white. The ground is white, it's nice. But I do not see any more deer. I thought once I started talking and banging around, making a little bit of noise, I thought that I would see some deer come around, but I haven't. And the lake is not that inviting looking out there. A great day for a swim, huh? A great day for a swim. Well, you could jump in the water and warm up, actually. Because the water, last I checked, was 44 degrees, and it might be a little colder than that now. Water fluctuates a lot in these type temperatures. But it's very, 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 very cold out here, and I'm not going to stay out here very long. I will kind of wait around and see if some deer show up, and if they do, I'll let y'all know. Finally, we do have 3 deer have showed up at the feeder out there in the snow and the cold, and you can see that they've got snow all over their back as well. They have been laying down, and that's probably what the problem is. The deer are just laying down somewhere out of the cold and out of the wind. These deer are covered in snow as well, and it's quit snowing. It's not snowing anymore. Those are wild deer. You see how fat and healthy they are also. Of course, now they're fluffed up. They are bigger, look bigger than they really are. They're fluffed up because their hair is hollow and it fills up with air. They can fill it up with air when it's cold like this, and it's just a nice air coat around them. I mentioned that before. But those are 3 totally wild deer. Now, if I walked out there to try to get a picture of those deer up closer, I'm shooting from the house, those deer would just take off and run away because those are wild deer. They're very spooky. You see them looking around. They can actually hear me talking inside the house. That one's looking up at me. But those are 3 gorgeous, beautiful deer right there. I guess it's 3 does, not 100% sure because of that one on the right. Looks like that might be a little buck, like a button buck. Sure it is. I'm just not sure. If it's a little button buck, he's going to be a nice one. He's really going to be a nice one. None of those deer are tagged. Those deer are all completely born in the wild, and they're beautiful. So far, none of my house deer have come except that one out there earlier. Well, I feel a lot better about the situation right now because there is 6 or 7 deer out there now, and that's forest out there. I hadn't really taken a real close look to see if we have tags in the other, but that is forest. So forest is there, and he's kind of protecting his little territory. He's moving on them. He'll probably kick them there. Look at there, look at there, look at there. Oh, that doe says, I'll just kick you if forest is going to kick me. And when I say doe, I just say it because there's no antlers. There's some little button bucks out there. Those all might be button bucks. I don't know. But Forrest is out there with them. There's 6 or 7 deer out there now. So I guess they were probably just holed up and laid up for let the storm go through and not really paying a whole lot of attention. It looks like it is starting to snow again, and which is what it's supposed to do. I see snowflakes falling out there right now, as a matter of fact. Not heavy. Just some snow flurries. But we have quite a few deer out there, and Mr. Forrest, and he's taking charge of the whole thing. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, I guess. Well, maybe 7. 6 or 7. But anyway, we have a few more deer out there than we had. Oh, looky there. A raven. Quoth the raven nevermore. And you see that some of those deer have tags in their ears. They may have run the other deer off. The wild deer, they may have run them off. The wild deer might be there with them. They're pretty aggressive with that food this morning. Everybody's kind of getting aggressive and trying to stake his own little territory out. Forrest is really being particularly ornery. But it's a tough deal for them. Those of you that live in snow country, this is a treat for us. We don't see a lot of snow or get a lot of snow, so this is a real treat for us, even though it kind of shuts the state down. Everybody can afford to take a day's vacation anyway. After coronavirus, where people went for basically, a lot of them for 2 years and hadn't worked a lick. Some of them are still not working a lick. You can see the snow is blowing there. The wind has picked back up. I think when I was out there a minute ago and it was calm, I think what had happened was we were kind of right in between things maybe, and that wind had laid, and now the next storm is coming in. We're supposed to get quite a bit more tonight. And I'm not talking about a lot. I'm talking about 1 inch or 2. And those of you who live in snow country are saying, ha, that's a dusting. That's a dusting, Jimmy. But here in southern Oklahoma, in God's country, hey, this is a big deal to us to get a lot of snow like this. And we like it. We enjoy it. We really do. This is fun. We have no deer in the yard. This cold, I'm talking 18 degrees and wind blowing from the north. Chill temperature single digits or maybe down around 0. And we have no deer in the yard, but look what we do have there at the edge of the water and in the yard, up on the bank. There's a little flock of Canadian geese. Those are really, really big. Those are greater Canadians. And I think there's, looks like about 8 of them there, along with several ducks. Not many ducks. There was quite a few more ducks there a little bit earlier. If you will look off down the way there a little bit, let me see it move down just a little bit. There's several ducks on down there. Just look how they are fluffed up. They are fluffed up. They have down to keep them warm, and yet they're still fluffed up. The geese are both in the water and on the bank. They've been down there all morning since daylight. There was a lot more ducks down there earlier. When the dogs went out and ran around a little bit, it scared them off. The geese didn't pay a whole lot of attention to them. That duck is bottoms ups. I like to watch those ducks. They're kind of fun to watch. We got mallards down there and quite a few different types of ducks on the lake right now. If you look on over to the other side of the lake, you'll see that we have ice. Yes, we have ice, 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 all over the trees. We got a big ice storm. It's not terrible, and hopefully it is over. I put my rain gauge back out last night. You know, the rain that I had in there, the snow I had in there yesterday, I set both rain gauges inside, keep them from freezing and breaking. I left them out just to see what would happen. And the snow I had in there melted, and I had 4/10 of an inch of moisture. Now, I'm not sure that that's actually true or not, but the snow was in both gauges when I brought them inside and let them melt. It was 4/10. So if that's 4/10 inch of moisture, that's good. I'm an optimist, so I'm going to think it's 4/10. And so I put one of them back out there. I thought if it froze and broke, I would only lose one and not both of them. Redneck thinking rules the world. Ooh, it's cold. Well, we're going to end this video with not many deer around. I might come out. I just popped out here and there's a couple. I actually brought a couple of pairs out here and gave them and throwed a little food out there. Just 2 babies is all I've got this morning. One little buck baby. I guess both of them are little buck babies. Yep, little buck babies is all I've got out here this morning. There'll be some more show up after a while, though. Yesterday morning, nothing came till later in the day. I look down there and I see that little girl coming up there. That's the little girl that's got the growth on her side, and I sure hope that that goes away. I don't know if it's going to or not. She's not looking too good. Not much I can do but give her a shot every now and then. And I hate to do that, but it might kill the infection and make it go down. But it's cold, cold, cold in the teens. Hi guys. Hi guys and girls. How are y'all weathering the storm, huh? Got a few wild deer in here mixed in here with my yard deer. Yes, I do. I have some wild deer. Hey guys. Said we're getting out of here. There's quite a few deer out there. We're going to end this week's video. Most all of those are wild deer, looks like. I see 1 or 2 that's got a tag in their ear. I'm going to set this up here and just kind of let it run. I'm kind of having a hard deal because my tripod's broke and it's icy. I need to find something where that one leg won't slide down. Fortunately, the wind has died down some. It's blowing probably 7 or 8 miles an hour or so, maybe 10. It makes it really, really cold. Hey guys. Hey guys. Come on in here and eat. Yeah. Yeah, come on in here and eat. We'll feed the wild deer too. Yeah. Oh yeah. And y'all that's got tags in your, oh yeah, come on babies. Come on up here, y'all. Come on up here. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on up here. Yeah, how are y'all doing, huh? How are y'all doing anyway? I don't know. I don't see Forrest. I hadn't seen Forrest this morning. But there's a lot of food for y'all, so y'all can. How many deer do we have? I see 1. That looks like it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, here's Forrest right here. I've got to get you a brighter necklace there, boy. He said, you can call it a collar, boss, not a necklace. That's all right. Boys wear necklaces too. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And I think that might be TC, that great big guy coming in from the back down there. I believe that might be Mr. TC. Okay, we got that down right. Get that on there. All right, well, I don't know exactly what we're looking at there, but at least we got it up there where we can see it. That's going to wrap up another episode of Lucy's Herd. And Lucy's Herd's had some wild ones in it this week. We've had some really crazy weather. We got snow on the ground. This is the third day in a row that has not got above freezing, but we've got a pretty nice little bunch of deer out there. Back up here where I can operate the camera right now. But a nice little bunch of deer right there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 10. This one down there makes number 10. So I think there's 10 right there. Well, you look how big and fat they all look. Now, they're all big and fat. There's no doubt about that. But they're fluffed up, trying to stay warm. That is TC right back there behind. There's several little bucks right there. Everything looks like a girl right now. And they make it just fine out here in this cold weather. Guys and girls, have you a great week. I love you.